Good morning.
Good morning.
Coffee with the Crockers. It's Granny's birthday.
So happy birthday, Granny.
Happy birthday, Granny. You are 89 years young.
She is. If you guys want to tell her happy birthday, I guess you can comment down here. You can comment on our Instagram post or Facebook post. And maybe when we see her, we can read some of your guys' comments to her.
Yeah, and we plan on the Granny Camp House reveals coming out today.
Yes.
I want everyone to say happy birthday on there too.
Yes.
So how strange would that be to be 89 years old? You've seen a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot.
Like, everything.
Like, it's crazy.
I know that's vague, but we have come a long way in 89 years. Just in my lifetime of internet and cell phones, video games, 4K TVs, all these things that are just quick. Could you imagine, like, getting your first car? You know what I mean?
Well, it's funny. The other day
walking with a hot potato in your jacket because it's so cold.
No.
Every grandma did that.
Yeah.
At least that's what they said.
Yeah, that's what they say. No, I was gonna say, like, it's funny. Your dad said something one time, like the other day, and I said, yes, I know what dial-up internet is, because they were all saying I was a baby.
Well, you are.
I am, but I was born in the year, well, I was born in the few years that we still had stuff like that. And it wasn't like being born in 2005 when all that stuff was already.
But did you have a rotary phone where you?
I did not.
We did. I remember answering the phone as a kid saying, "Crocker residence," and then my dad would be mad if, like, my friend called and my dad's like, "Crocker residence," and my friend would be like, "Who's this?"
You called me?
Yeah, my dad, "You called me? Who's this?" Times have changed. Now you just text somebody.
Yeah. Now you
don't know anybody's phone number.
Now you have caller ID.
Yeah, but we just wanted to start out and say happy birthday, Granny. We are just beyond lucky and blessed to have her as a granny. And some of you, I think almost everyone that watches Coffee with Crockers probably knows, Jalena's wedding ring is Granny's ring.
Yeah, that she passed down to us.
Yep.
It was kind of like a spur of the moment thing, and that same day or the next day is when you proposed, right?
It was either the next day or 2 days later.
Something like that.
It was before we came back or went back to Dallas when we lived up there.
Jason actually said, "Okay, I want to go take a picture with Granny. I want Mom and Dad to be there. We haven't had a picture with Granny in a long time. Let's all have to go take a picture." And your parents were like, "No, I don't really want to go.
I don't want to get dressed right now."
It was early in the morning.
And I said, "Come on, Mom. Why? What are you going to do? Propose?" And I said, "Well, yeah, you ruined it." And she thought I was joking. So we went down to my granny's house, and I had the ring in my pocket. And we talked to her and visited for a while before we left. She said, "All right, Granny, well, we're heading back to Dallas. We just wanted to come say hi." And then we were at the door, and I just said, "Do it."
Well,
my mom had her chance.
She said, "Did you like the ring?" And Jason said, "Well, speaking of the ring,
I have a question to ask both of you." And it was a very cool, intimate moment with my granny.
Then he got down on one knee.
As I was holding my granny's zucchini bread that she gave us. And the ring that she gave us. That's almost, I'm not even lying.
And me and Granny both cried. And
yes. We took pictures and put them on Facebook and whatnot. But it's just cool. Those are just more stories of Granny. We have a ton of stories about Granny. Us as kids going down and we'd camp in her backyard. And she'd make us biscuits and gravy. And the famous Granny pizza. It'd be a loaf of bread. And she'd cut it in half. Like the good loaves of bread. Not just like sliced loaves of bread. But she'd cut it in half and put all her tomato sauce and olives and pepperonis and cheese. And she'd put it in the oven. And we just called that Granny pizza. And I could call Jared right now and just be like, "Hey, what's Granny pizza?" And he'd describe the exact same thing.
Yeah, we made it before. Well, attempted to make it before, too.
I ate, fun fact.
Is it really fun, though?
Yes, it is.
Okay, let's hear it.
The first time I ever ate ramen noodles was at my granny's house. And I thought it was...
How old were you?
Young.
I feel like I probably started eating ramen noodles when I could start eating real food.
No, I was young. I remember sitting at her bar in the kitchen, and she made it with a lot more like soup in it, the water. And now I don't. I just make it mainly just noodles. But I remember eating it, and I was like, "What is this?" And I'm pretty sure they made it a little different back then. Like the noodles were a little better.
Probably.
And
not so much plastic.
the reason I remember eating it as a kid is my cousin Camille and Megan and them, which are the ones that had the kids that came out for the reveal and stuff. Camille's kids. That's what they said. That's how we survived in college, was eating ramen noodles. So I couldn't have been like a child, but I was young. But yeah, just I got a bunch of memories with Granny that I'll never forget.
I feel like I don't know how. I feel like everyone is like this, but they're probably not. But
I don't know what she's about to say.
Well, just that, we keep ramen noodles on hand just in case.
Yeah,
all the time.
I'm pretty sure I think my parents even have ramen noodles at the house.
Yeah, it's like, it doesn't matter how much money you have. You always have some ramen noodles in the house.
I almost ate some last night. I was editing Granny's video, and I was like, I'm not starving, but I feel like I need to eat something. And we don't have a whole lot of food left right now. We haven't gone grocery shopping in a while. We get some like hot dogs and stuff. But I went over and I saw ramen noodles. I was like, I really want to eat that right now. I didn't, but yeah, I don't know. We also are going to work today on clearing out the area where we're going to start our house.
So we told you yesterday our location.
Yep.
And so I'm sure a lot of you have already seen that video. Most of you, I'm sure. And so as you saw, that location has a lot of little trees and some bigger trees, and we are taking out all of those trees. We are clearing out the entire thing.
They are literally worthless.
Someone asked, why not keep some of them for shade? And it's the reason why is because they're not like normal trees. They're not oak trees. They're not mesquite trees.
They are trash trees.
They have thorns from the bottom to the top.
They are hurt. Terrible. They're basically, half of them are like, I don't remember the word or the name that they're actually called, but they're kind of like lake trees where they grow real fast and they're just covered in thorns. And then there's catclaw. I don't know if any of y'all know what catclaw is. I'm pretty sure that's not the real name for it, but that's what everyone down here calls them. And they have little thorns. It looks like little cat claws, and they're like black and stuff on there. And they will tear you up.
Jason's dad was trying to get, Jason cut the cat claw tree down, and Jason's dad was pulling it out, and he just had these little nicks. It looked like a cat, how if a cat is playing with you, you get all the little marks on your hands. That's what his arms look like.
Yeah, it's bad. And then
but they draw blood.
And then we have little mesquite trees growing, which everything out here is a mesquite tree, so we don't need any more. Now, if there happens to be like one mesquite tree in a certain spot that I'm like, okay. But realistically, it wouldn't grow up to a nice shade tree for like another like 5-6 years at least. So, is it really worth it to us to keep it? I don't know. I don't know how long we're going to stay out here. So, if we stay out here for 6 years, Jaylena may bury me under that tree. I don't know. So we'll check it out. We'll see. If anything, we may, if it were me, go out to another part where there's oak trees and maybe look for little seedlings or something like that and get a few and go plant them around the house or something like that, or go buy some shade trees that grow, a few feet.
Fast.
Yeah, 3 to 5 feet a year or something. And so we'll figure that out. But as of right now, the plan is just to completely wipe them out, and hopefully they never grow back. The best plan would be to dig them up.
Yeah.
Or pull them up. I just don't know if we'll be able to.
We're going to do that on the other side, like across from that other big open field that we mowed down. That one doesn't have as many trees, but it does have some too, and we're going to do the same thing with that.
Yes.
That is where they actually used to grow crops.
Both sides, I think.
And so there was never any trees there to begin with.
Well, to begin with, there was.
I mean,
but then
like us ever coming out here.
Well, for you, yeah. They cut it all out and plowed it out, and then took all the trees out, and then they started growing back here and there. But I'm pretty sure they grew stuff for like deer to come in, all the dove, like wheat and stuff like that for the dove to fly in.
Because they would dove hunt right there when they
Yeah,
would allow people to hunt out here.
No, it's just my family.
Oh, well then when the family came out, that's where they dove hunt. I don't know all the facts.
It was
I
just
haven't been around that long.
And I was a little bummed that there wasn't the big family dove hunt. I've never been a part of one. I've always been away. And I was like, all right, like we're here. You can't not invite us if we're here. And so there was just way too much going on with the entire family that it just got postponed. We didn't get to do it. But
postponed till next year.
Pretty much. And I'm almost even cooler with that because Granny would have came out. And I didn't want her to see any of this stuff. So, you know, she did see like a few, and I mean few photos of the outside of the house. But I think her reaction when she walked in the house was just priceless. So I'm pretty excited for you guys to watch that later today. So I think it's be cool. It's worth the wait. There are some people saying, I don't want to wait this long. Too bad. You're going to wait, and it's worth it.
Yeah, there was some people that were upset that, you know, we hadn't put it out yet, that their anticipation is growing, and we get it, but at the same time,
I'm not going to rush a video like that.
Like Jason said, this was 3 months in the making. It was a super special day, and we want the video to be just as special, to really try and capture the special moments.
Yeah.
And the detail and just everything. And so we didn't want to just rush and put it out just to put it out.
No, and like to a lot of you guys, it's a video, but to my entire family, that's a
memory.
That's a home video we can never recreate. It will forever be on YouTube as long as YouTube's out there. And anyone in the family, anywhere in the world can watch it. And, you know, I'm pretty sure Granny's going to live till she's like 900 years old. But when the day comes she does pass away, we will always have that. And so I don't want to it and put out a cheap video. I want something that we can all watch and be proud of. It has Crocker on it, our name, and it's our Granny. It's got to be the best that I can do.
And it's like all of Granny's grandkids and great grandkids and even her kids. That's something for them to look back on.
Yeah, all of it. That's what I'm saying. Like everybody, it's not something just for us to look on. It's the entire family. So I wanted to do my best for everybody, and if it takes an extra day, oh well, you guys can wait.
That's one thing I can say about how times have changed, is I can only imagine what it would be like if I could get on YouTube and see my grandma or my great grandma. And even though I never really knew my grandma, I never knew my great grandma, and only on my mom's side. And so it's like, that'd be wild if that was something that I could do.
And it's the future.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So guys, we got to go get to work. We still, as you guys know, 100 days are over, but the work isn't. So we got a lot of work to do. We got to start getting ready for our house. We still, like my uncle was just out here yesterday working on the corrals. They're going to start working cattle. And so I helped them as much as I could. They were just putting gates in and stuff. But we'll go out there and clean the corrals up for them and get that ready and just help out with the running of the cattle and stuff, getting them all in. I think that'd be cool. That'd be cool content for our channel, I think. It's an experience I don't think Jaylena would ever think she would ever be a part of. You know? And so it would just be a cool thing because Jaylena and I want to get some cows.
Mm-hmm.
Not right now, in the future, but we can learn some stuff. We're not ranchers. We're not homesteaders. We're not farmers. We're just us. And we're just trying to learn everything that we can as we go.
To live the life that we want to live.
Yeah, just to live a better, simple life. So I'm going to get me another cup of coffee, get me going, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on Coffee with Crockers. If there's anything you'd like us to talk about, please let us know. If you've been watching long enough, you know that Coffee with Crockers, we have not changed it in a while. So now that 100 days is over, we need to erase what's on here and put some new stuff. So, guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow.